Well, it's 8 o'clock. Is everybody here? I will assume so. I can see some names coming up here slowly. I assume so, which has a lot to do with one of the first songs I'm going to sing tonight. But before we get started on that, a little bit of information for a lot of people who haven't listened to the English Folk Club before. I try to this evening bilingual in English and some in German too, because not everybody speaks fluent English. What I would like to just mention a little bit is that if anybody at the end of this evening would like to play for us, you can either use our email address, english.folk.club@gmail.com, or you can use the Facebook Messenger and just get in touch with us and we can chat about it. That's going to be on the 29th of August, our next one. Today I was talking to our venue in the middle of town. It's the old City Hall. It belongs to a winery called the Kisvino, and they would like to start up our regular venues at the end of September. It's a large place with lots of tables, so they can do that quite easily, limiting maybe the number of seats. The unfortunate thing is we've had a couple of illnesses in the folk club. So a lot of the people who normally play with us and support us and do some of the work are probably not going to be here anymore. And although probably in English, most of the people in England and America are not going to be that interested, but we are looking for volunteers who would like to help. So just get in touch with me, when it's ready. Tonight we have a really nice group of musicians. We have David Mason from Cincinnati. He's tuning in all the way from Ohio. And then we have Holly Monk. We also have Stephen Skip Finn. We have John Paul Turner. We also have Luke James Williams. And we have the Woodland Creatures and Nic Norton. Normally I don't pick out any singular musician for the evening because they're all good and they all contribute towards the evening equally. The only thing is, in this particular case, I'm just going to make an exception for a young girl by the name of Holly Monk. Holly is not going to be the first person to play. She's going to be the third person to play tonight. But Holly has been playing in the public eye. She's very young, but she's been playing in the public eye since she was 12 with a friend of theirs. They had a twosome band. It was called Mythopoeic, really a unique name, but then she started to write her own songs and it didn't quite fit into that, and so she's presenting her own music tonight. I just wanted to bring that in a little bit, whet your appetite just a bit. So now the next part is going to be in German, so just hang on 1 second. Einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Wenn ihr kein Deutsch spricht oder kein Englisch spricht, Entschuldigung, dann will ich auf alle Fälle etwas erklären, wie es heute Abend abläuft. Wir haben mehrere Musiker aus Amerika und aus England, und normalerweise hören neue Musiker immer wieder zu, und wenn ihr bei uns spielen wollt, egal welchen Instrument, ob die Gitarre ist oder Flöte oder Dudelsack, schick uns bitte eine E-Mail, english.folk.club@gmail.com, oder über Facebook Messenger könnt ihr uns eine kurze Nachricht schicken und wir werden sicherlich irgendwas da arrangieren können. Heute war ich bei unserer Veranstalter in Berg Kissingen. Er möchte sehr gern im September wieder anfangen mit unseren ganz normalen Folkabende. Da freue ich mich besonders natürlich. Ein kleines Problem haben wir, ich muss mir schon Gedanken machen. Wir haben immer genügend Unterstützung gehabt im Club für Leute, die dann geholfen haben, alles aufzubauen, die Anlage, ein bisschen Facebook, ein bisschen E-Mail. Und leider Gottes haben wir auf der einen Seite ein paar Krankheiten, ernsthafte. Ein paar von den jungen Leuten sind weggezogen, weil die studieren. Das heißt, wir suchen ein paar Freiwilligen. Wir haben jetzt schon 2. Ich suche garantiert mindestens 2. sodass wir immer abwechselnd ein paar Leute holen können, die dann unter sich abstimmen, wer hilft dieses Mal. Wie die verschiedenen Musiker habe ich dann vorhin genannt, wenn ihr das nicht mitbekommen habt. Wir haben David Mason, der aus USA, aus Ohio. Wir haben auch Holly Monk aus England, Skip Finn aus England noch dazu, John Paul Turner, and we have Honey and the Bear. I think I forgot to mention Honey and the Bear in English. But anyway, there's some of our big numbers tonight. Honey and the Bear. Then we're Luke James Williams, the Woodland Creatures, and Nic Norton. So just a quick word too for John and Lucy. I'm sorry I forgot to put your Honey and the Bear in the middle. Now you're right up with us at the front there. It's lovely. Good to see you. Okay. Manche Leute in England werden diese Holly Monk gehört haben. In Deutschland weniger. Die spielt seitdem, dass sie 12 Jahre alt war, in einem Duett. Und jetzt hat sie angefangen, ihre eigene Musik zu schreiben. Deswegen macht sie einen besonderen Beitrag für uns heute Abend mit ihrer eigenen Musik. Und ich erwähne das ganz einfach, weil nächste Woche in Bergkissingen am Dienstag haben wir uns überlegt, wir machen so einen kleinen Workshop für Liedermacher. Wie schreibt man Musik? Wie schreibt man ein Lied? Was muss man berücksichtigen? Wenn jemand Lust hat, ohne Verpflichtung, es kostet nichts nächsten Dienstag, komm doch vorbei oder beziehungsweise ruf an im Kisvino. So, under normal circumstances in the venue, I always get to play first, simply because I'm the one who plays around with the microphone, everything up a little bit with the mixer. So I usually play first so that my performance is a little bit out the way. And tonight is no different because half of this is pure live like this is. And then we have a second part to the program which is just a little bit different. And so what did I want to say? Something very important. I'm going to be playing first tonight. I'll be playing a couple of my own songs. The first one is called I Assumed You Were Mine. Also normalerweise fange ich immer an im Folkclub, einfach ein Auftritt aus dem Wege ist und dann kann ich mich um andere Sachen kümmern im Laufe des Abends. Und heute Abend möchte ich gern, also wie immer, anfangen. 3 Stück von mir. Das erste Stück heißt I Assumed You Were Mine. I assumed you were mine. You assumed it was yours. It seemed I owned your smile. It seemed you owned mine. Well, I tried to catch your thoughts floating everywhere, but I think it was your laughing and your endless stare. Well, I'll stay with you till you hear my breath, and I'll walk with you till you take my hand, and I'll travel with you till you feel my smile, and I'll fly with you till my mind does sound. My mind is immersed in you, your mind is immersed in me. Your dreams are yours alone, and my dreams I cannot share. And your secret hopes are yours, and my hopes are secret just for me. My sails take course for your port tonight. Your sails run my rivers under the sunlight. Well, I'll stay with you till you hear my breath, and I'll walk with you till you take my hand, and I'll with you till you feel my smile, and I'll fly with you till my mind does sound. We're up in the mountains and we're down through the valleys, along past the streams and up into the air. We fly like the eagles and we prance like the lions. We graze like the owl and we laugh as the dolphins. And we charge as the elephants in their well, I'll stay with you till you hear my breath, and I'll walk with you till you take my hand, and I'll travel with you till you feel my smile, and I'll fly with you till my mind does sound, and I'll fly with you till my mind does sound. When you hear my breath, so I'll stay with you, and you take my hand, so stay with you, and you feel my smile, so I'll travel with you, and my mind is sound, so I'll fly with you. I'll fly with you. Thank you. I think I may have been just a little bit too close to the microphone, because this is my jumbo Ibanez guitar, which I've had for getting on 45 years now. Interesting, it's an Ibanez, which is, I guess, Spanish. It's an American Western guitar, and it was made in Japan. So even 45 years ago, we had globalization there. You know, it's an amazing thing about when, I mean, a lot of us, I think most of us as singer-songwriters, sometimes the songs from way, way back then crawl back out of the woodwork. I often play with folk jazz with a double bass player. And after we practiced so many other songs of mine, I pulled this one out and he said, "That's one of the best songs you've ever played." And I thought, "Really? This one I put in 13 almost." And I thought it's rather fitting in the topic, because it's what would you do at the moment if you were a bird, especially with this coronavirus. The time I wrote it was in the middle of winter, so it was a very similar thought. Well, I know what I would do. I would probably try to fly to Spanish coast. Go down to let the sand sift through my hand as a toast to time. And if I was lucky, I'd maybe even find 10 angels who wouldn't mind talking to me and telling me some of their secrets and taking me with them for a while just to show me where they live and where they exist. If I was a bird. If I was a bird, I'd fly to Spanish coast. I'd let the sand sift through my hand as a toast to time, to time. If I could, I believe I would dream away the night tonight with 10 angels standing at my side, with 10 angels at my side. They sing sweet words to me, confide in me a while, and take me to some far-off place where I peacefully watch them be. Now, if I could, I believe I would want what I want, what I see. But I can't fly like a bird, and I can't dream away the night. And I can't even want what I want, what I see. If I was a bird, I'd fly to Spanish coast. I'd let the sand sift through my hand as a toast to time, to time. I'd be as happy as the day that you came my way. Thank you very much. Now in the folk club, in our folk club, everybody can play up to 3 songs. And then should they, towards the end of the evening, we have enough time, they can come back and play in the next round. Or what we often do is we then have some kind of a jam session afterwards. But everybody can play there. Roughly about 15 minutes. Now I play all kinds of different songs. I'm going to play very old. Irish folk song, because I notice people over here love the Irish songs. Also, ich würde gern jetzt ein bisschen irische Volksmusik spielen, für unsere deutschen Fans. Irische Volksmusik ist sehr populär. Ich möchte gerne ein Stück spielen, den ihr eventuell nicht kennt. Es handelt sich um irische. Man denkt in Deutschland über schottischen Whisky, aber die Iren haben schon längst vorher, vor die Schotten, Whisky gehabt. Es hieß damals Poynton. Poynton war ein Whisky, nicht gelogen, inzwischen 40 und 90%. Und dann circa vor, ich glaube, 1600 Jahren kam eine gewisse King Charles und er hat es verboten. Ja, bei 90% kann man leicht übertreiben, ne, wenn man zu viel davon trinkt. Und deswegen heißt das Stück The Rare Old Mountain Dew, die Feuchtigkeit, die wir in der Früh bekommen. So, this song not a lot of people know. It's a good old Irish song. It's called The Rare Old Mountain Dew, about Irish whiskey. In those days it was called Poynton. And we used to say, when the Poynton boys are close by, you know whiskey is also close by. And it's a special whiskey that's been there for almost a couple of thousand years, because, I mean, I can't quite remember myself, of course, but it was in between 40 and 90% alcohol. And King Charles, about 1600 years ago, came and forbid it. If you just want, excuse me one moment, there was a little nose at the top there. Good. Okay. So, this is called The Rare Old Mountain Dew. Let the grasses grow and the waters flow in a free and easy way, but give me enough of that rare old stuff that's made near Galway Bay. Come Goffers all from Donegal, Sligo and Leitrim too. Well, we'll give them a slip, take a sip. There's a neat little still at the foot of the hill, where the smoke pours up to the sky, where the whiff of the smoke you can tell right well there's Poynton boys close by. For it fills the air with perfume rare, betwixt both you and as hope you roll, you can drink a bowl or a bucket of Mountain Dew. Hi, the diddle-I-dum, the diddle-I-dee, diddly-di-diddle-I-dum. I diddle-I-dum, the diddle-I-dee, diddly-di-diddle-I-dee. Now learned men have learned the pen, have written praises high of the rare old point from Mountain Dew, distilled from wheat and rye. Away with your pills and a cure all ills, be you pagan or Christian or Jew. So take off your coat and grease your throat for a bucket of hi, the diddle-I-dum, diddly-diddly-di-dee, diddly-di-diddly-di-day. I diddle-I-dum, the diddle-I-dum, diddly-diddly-di-day. So, thank you very much. That's my part. Now the real exciting part of the evening is about to start. And this is...
Hi there, Dennis and members of the English Folk Club there in Germany. Guten Tag. Es freut mich sehr, hier zu sein. Thank you. Vielen Dank an Dennis für die Einladung. Thank you for allowing me to come and share some songs. My name is Dave Mason. I am a singer-songwriter born in England. I live currently in the United States. I grew up in Johannesburg in South Africa. So my accent is not Geordie, where my family came from. I'm going to start off with a song that was inspired by events which happened on April 26th, 1937, in the north of Spain at a small town called Guernica, which inspired a piece of artwork, a mural by Pablo Picasso. And this is a little song, as I say, called Guernica. I recall the bombs from heaven. I was just a child, 11. It was April 1937 in Guernica. 3 hours felt like 3 lifetimes. My friends all slaughtered in their prime. Being there our only crime, oh Guernica. Cacophony of tortured screams, the roaring buzz of those freak machines. I still hear them in my dreams of Guernica. From questions that will never cease to Picasso's childish masterpiece, I wonder, will the world find peace for Guernica? Now for 80 years I've wondered why death still haunts us from the skies. The guilty have their alibis. Some nations even justify. The UN seeks to clarify, while innocent and children die in Syria. There we go. Guernica for you. I'm just going to tune my guitar strings down a little bit here. So, yes, I knew about Pablo Picasso's painting, but I didn't know what the story was behind the event. So that's my song, which I have entered in the UK Songwriters Competition. So maybe I'll be lucky and win a prize. I've changed my tuning now to open D tuning. That was a drop D tuning, so where I drop both the top and the bottom strings from E to D. Now we have my guitar is now tuned D, A, D, F sharp, A, and D. So that when you play your open strings, it is all a D. So the next song I'm going to sing for you tonight is a song that was inspired by a songwriter that I met here in Ohio. His name is Josiah Whitley, and you can find his album Moon Songs on his website, josiahwhitley.com. Josiah comes from a small town called Portsmouth in Ohio, It is a small town, like many small towns in the United States, that has had high percentages of unemployment, a lot of the factories closing down, and a big problem with drugs, and especially opioid drugs. And so when I heard that Josiah came from Portsmouth, and he got together with an artist friend of his, Charlie Haskins, to make this album, I was inspired to write the song because it showed me that the young people do not necessarily follow in their parents' footsteps, and there are young people out there who are working very, very hard to be successful. So this song is dedicated to Josiah and to all those singer-songwriters out there who believe in themselves and who maybe don't believe in themselves and need some inspiration. This is a little song called Extraordinary Love. I wonder where I got the inspiration to sing these songs I write, so sincere, yet full of fear, full of strife, sharing dreams with those who care to listen, hallucinations from deep within my brain, all the books I've read of people dead, my thoughts profane. Searching for sweet words of inspiration through a lens opaque, fighting with the devils of temptation, making the same mistakes. But when I do, I think of you, extraordinary love. Should I bare my soul anew to total strangers in a darkened room or somewhere on a stage, I feel unsure, so insecure here in my cage. But if I close my eyes, my fantasies can lift me to a place where I believe the songs I sing give me wings and I am free. And there I find sweet words of inspiration, and the glass is clear. No longer fighting off that old temptation, demons disappear. I feel brand new, I feel you, extraordinary love. I feel brand new, I'm feeling you, extraordinary love. There we go, Extraordinary Love there, written for Josiah Whitley, and hope you enjoy that. And I think one of my biggest aims or goals as a singer-songwriter has to be to try to inspire other people to write and to perform. And so I hope that after having listened to me today, it will give you some inspiration to go out and try to write some new material, and also to believe in yourself, because the more I perform and the more people I see perform, the more I believe that the model that we have in the world where you have these superstars here and the rest of us down here at the bottom is a wrong model, because there are so many brilliantly talented musicians, singers, guitarists out there that every time I perform I feel a little bit self-conscious because I don't believe I'm good enough to perform, and yet we all have something to offer. So I hope that you will all be motivated to continue singing and to continue performing. This last song that I am going to sing is a song that I wrote many years ago. I wrote it in Redcar. Redcar is a small town on the Yorkshire coast, on the North Sea. I had been invited to come and play at the Redcar Folk Club, and I used to use public transport, so the bus got me into town early in the afternoon. So after I had dropped my goods at my small B&B, I took a walk along the beachfront promenade, and there were a number of old fishing boats that were just rotting in the sun. It was one of those rare sunny days that you get in Yorkshire. Dennis might be able to tell you about that. And it was on this sunny afternoon on a Friday that I took a walk along the beachfront, saw these old boats, and started thinking to myself, if these old fishing boats could tell a story, or could tell the stories of what had happened in them over the years, and just amazing stories that they would tell. So this is a little story song that I wrote about the Redcar and the old fishing industry, which obviously is not as healthy as it used to be. So this is a song called The Fisherman's Reel, and I'll end off with this song. So thank you very much for letting me perform, and here we go. Oh, I think my guitar is not on. Sorry about that. So I'm going to start that song again. Here we go. A walk by the seaside can truly inspire a city mind weary and fill it with fire. Waves keep on rolling and rolling again, bringing memories of sailors and brave fishermen. Like crumbling carcasses, rotting boats lie between the sea, the sand, and the salty blue sky. To watch them and wonder what stories they tell, and just for the moment fall under their spell. Where the frigate comes creeping and seagulls they wheel round and around just like dancing a reel. Ducking and diving they rise, then they fall. Before the steam engine and the coming of oil, when the wind was their master, the sailors would toil. High in the rigging, the crow's nest, and sail through mountainous seas and battering gales. And a red sky at morning could fill them with fright, a red sky at sunset would be their delight. Upon the vast oceans for months they would roam, until longing or loneliness carried them home. Where the frigate comes creeping and seagulls they wheel round and around just like dancing a reel. Ducking and diving they rise, then they fall. Whee! We may see them as heroes and men without fear. We may see them as lovers of rum, wine and beer. But whatever we see, we may not see their kind, these men from an age we have long left behind. For a walk by the seaside can truly inspire a city mind weary and fill it with fire. Waves keep on rolling and rolling again, bringing memories of sailors and brave fishermen. Thank you so much, thank you very much, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you for inviting me to your folk club, and Dennis, once more, thank you, and hope to be in touch in the virtual folk scene once more in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David. That was 3 really cool songs, and thank you very much indeed. That was a nice introduction to this evening's English Folk Club evening. And you've come a long way if you think about it. You left the UK and you were born in the UK, went to Africa, you're now in the States, and you've ended up finally in Bad Kissingen in Bavaria, in Germany. I just hope that we'll see you in person here one day. And in between time, I hope that we'll hear you again on some online concerts as well. The next person I'd like to introduce is a young lady that I was so impressed with, simply because it's nice when a young generation write their own music, got a lovely voice as well, really good text, and I've heard her a couple of times on different folk clubs online, and she is the daughter of someone who's linked to the Cambridge Folk Club. So that's where I got to hear her the very first time. So I would like to introduce then Holly. I think she's going to introduce the songs. If not, the first one I believe is called Atom. And then we have, next song is going to be called Shot in the Dark. And then we have Reclaim the Wild. So there are 3 titles that I could probably even relate to. So now a little bit in German. Also vielen Dank, David aus Ohio. Ich habe es nur kurz erwähnt, dass er sehr weit gekommen ist. Der ist in England geboren, ging nach Afrika und ist jetzt in Amerika. Und endlich ist er in Bad Kissingen in Bayern, in Deutschland. Und ich denke, eines Tages, hoffentlich werden wir ihn auch sehen im Konzert. Und bis er das schafft, werden wir hoffentlich immer wieder Online-Konzerte mit ihm sehen, auch wenn es nicht unbedingt mein Online-Konzert ist. Es gibt einen Cambridge Folk Club, es gibt einen Waveney Folk Club, and if you look in internet, you'll find lots of possibilities for online concerts. So, thank you very much indeed. Here is Holly Monk. Thank you very much.
Well, it isn't so astonishing if you think of the abolishing we've done through the years. And it isn't such a miracle if you think of all those people who have cried, all those tears. 'Cause I'm not so different from you, you're not so different from him. If we can get this message through, you'll see what our world can be. Why should we still be fighting for someone to be inviting of who we are? 'Cause at the end of the day, we're all just atoms floating endlessly through space. The human race. is what makes our humanity so pure and so good. And if somebody isn't free just because they are unique, how can that be understood? 'Cause I'm not so different from you, you're not so different from me. If we can get this message through, you'll see what our world can be. Why should we still be fighting for someone to be inviting of who we are? 'Cause at the end of the day, we're all just atoms floating endlessly through space. The human race. And how many people have we seen die just for us to live our lives and unite? And how many more will we see fall just for you to hear our call and end this fight? 'Cause I'm not so different from you, you're not so different from me. If we can get this message through, you'll see what our world can be. So why should we still be fighting for someone to be inviting of who we are? 'Cause at the end of the day, we're all just atoms floating endlessly through space. The human race. Why is it so hard for you to be with me? Wish I was lying in your arms, but they say friends is all we'll ever be. Well, I know how I feel, and they can tell me it is wrong, but it won't change a thing, 'cause I'll just love you till they're gone. And if we stay home tonight, they cannot find us and they cannot start a fight. And if you give me your light, we'll take a shot in the dark and we'll know if our love can be right. And if we miss, then at least we had tonight. Back when we were young, before we would take heed, before you were the one, before my heart could bleed. You say that it's too late. You say that we will cave. Just give me your hand, and with you I am brave. And if we stay home tonight, they cannot find us and they cannot start a fight. And if you give me your light, we'll take a shot in the dark and we'll know if our love can be right. And if we miss, then at least we had tonight. And if a shot is all I have, I'm willing to fire. If there's a gun in my hands, I'll shoot for you. And if it means that we will live in harmony, then tell them all that we will stand and fight. And if we stay home tonight, they cannot find us and they cannot start a fight. And if you give me your light, we'll take a shot in the dark and we'll know if our love can be right. And if we'd miss, then at least we had tonight. Oh, if we miss, then at least we had tonight. Yesterday I heard in the news that all us animals are loose while the humans hide away. So come, comrades, let's take our chance. Come, wild bulls and elephants, as they say, we'll seize the day. And now I know I'm not human, but it won't stop me from using all the things that you have left. Now you are gone. I'm struggling with the swings, but I'm sure I'll get the hang of things. And the roundabouts are equally as fun. See how the animals run. Watch out for the goats down in Wales, with their demon horns and tails. They have a village under siege. Try and keep your washing off the line. They'll eat it if they have the time, before they're caught up by police. Now I know I'm not human, but it won't stop me from using all the things that you have left. Now you are gone. I'm struggling with the swings, but I'm sure I'll get the hang of things. And the roundabouts are equally as fun. See how the animals run. And in tight streets the monkeys swarm. There's no tourists for them to mug off anymore. No humans left, the wild as one. And the seagulls want to know where all the bloody chips have gone. Now I know I'm not human, but it won't stop me from using all the things that you have left. Now you are gone. I'm struggling with the swings, but I'm sure I'll get the hang of things. And the roundabouts are equally as fun. See how the animals run. And if you want to hear some more I'll tell you about rampaging bulls or a deer catching the train. In China, elephants are blackout drunk from guzzling tea leaves down their trunks. Next we'll see pandas flying planes. Now I know I'm not human, but it won't stop me from using all the things that you have left now you are gone. I'm struggling with the swings, but I'm sure I'll get the hang of things, and the roundabouts are equally as fun. See how the animals run.
Vielen, vielen Dank, Holly. Das war wirklich schön. Und ich denke, da habe ich eigentlich unsere Zuschauer hier in Deutschland auch nicht zu viel versprochen. Und hoffentlich ist es ein kleiner Reiz, auch hier in Bayern, dass junge Leute dann ihre Lieder selber schreiben werden. Deswegen habe ich nächsten Dienstag einen Workshop, einen Liedermacher-Workshop organisiert in Bad Kissingen im Alten Rathaus für nächsten Dienstag um 19 Uhr in dem Meilenlokal Kisvino. Da wollen wir uns ein bisschen unterhalten über was man machen kann oder soll, wenn man seine eigenen Lieder schreiben möchte. Very many thanks, Holly. I said that in German first for the German guests, simply because it's lovely that you write your own songs, and I hope that we'll find a few young people locally here in Bavaria who would also like to write their own songs, maybe even copy you as young as you are. For that, this won't be of much interest to you in the UK, but what I've done for next week on Tuesday, I've organised a workshop for singer-songwriters. It's a workshop where we'll just sit down and chat and think about what elements are really necessary to be able to write a song, and what kind of instruments you need. So that is next Tuesday. So the next person I'd like to introduce is a guy by the name of Skip, Stephen Skip Finn. I heard him by coincidence. He's never played for us before. And then when he set up and made this recording, suddenly realized the guitar he plays is sort of a sound that's a bit half in between a banjo and a guitar, but he has such a good smooth voice, and he really has a fine touch to the way he sings. So it's ended up a couple of really nice songs. Also, als nächstes spielt eine gewisse Stephen Skip Finn. Skip ist sein Spitzname. Der ist auch ein Profimusiker in England. Und ihr werdet sehen, seine Gitarre ist etwas ungewöhnlich. Insofern ist es ein Sound so zwischen Banjo und Gitarre. Und er hat so eine sanfte Stimme und einen schönen Art zu singen, dass es wirklich eine wunderschöne Balance ist zwischen seiner Gitarre und seiner Stimme. Also ich möchte gern dann Skip Finn vorstellen. Vielen Dank.
Shatter in the hands of many leaders. As peace dies for tars, more fuel for your fire and for a revolution. There's no doubt the truth hurts, lies harm, breaks hearts, beats a child, demand to march to murder. And I swear blind men roam wild. When this is true, this last year's life. As people, miners, digging for light now, some search the sky. The moon low, bright still, bathing the field we're in on this ghostly night. I lay dreaming last night about San Francisco, freedom for all, and all the lingo that bathes in the sunlight and in the dark, like a statue protector, endlessly glowing bright. And when in the morning I told it, my woman said, Stephen, that's a dream that ought to lie. I said, there's more. I dreamed a friend named Cuba lives and release all the wounds. He said could go home, but my friend's still a prisoner. No hope but hunger. The statue looms dark over both his shoulders. Was waiting for answers. My friend wrote a poem that I heard on the wind called Talking Never Ending. Guantanamo Bay Blues. Who was here when they handed out the heavy jobs? Jobs with a hammer, pick and shovel. Who choked in the foundry, froze at the fish stocks. 100 minutes to the hour. Who was here with a mile of rock above him? 3-foot seam in the darkness crouching, stinging sweat in his eye, powdered rock in his spittle. 36 hours to the day. Who was here in the 4-row field scoops over? A pain-shaped question in bone and muscle, boots and hands competing, fumbling, groping. 5 weeks to the morn. Hey, you, God's buddy, what do they call you? Who clears up the mess when the fighting's over? Who carries the broom, the mop and the bucket? 26 months to the year. Snow-faced old boy men instructed him. Gelding's prong and his energy, coached in running by men whose arches have fallen. Dead men troll him out to live. Kilroy, where has Kilroy gone? Kilroy was here, see there's her mark. She came this way, he was wearing a number. Did no one see them pass?
Very many thanks, Skip. That was the first time, and I certainly hope it won't be the last time. I know you've played in Germany as a backup guitarist too in some well-known pop stars, so Germany is not new to you. So maybe, hopefully one day we'll see you back here, this time in a folk club with us. Vielen Dank, Skip. Ich weiß, du warst schon ein paar Mal in Deutschland gewesen, hast mit einer Popsängerin gespielt hier als Gitarrist. Und ich hoffe, dass du wieder nach Deutschland kommst und dieses Mal in unserem Folkclub zu spielen. Das wäre nämlich cool. The very next person I'd like to introduce, John Paul Turner, guitarist and singer-songwriter. This is really a reintroduction because he played for us last month. And I managed to talk him into playing last month because we had a lot to talk about from musicians that I used to like. Burt Yanks, John Remborn, the Pentangle, who used to play in Germany quite a bit in the, I think it was late 60s, early 70s. Used to play here a lot. And he's written another song. It's called It's Nearly Light. And he's going to bring that to us tonight. He's also got his own website and it shows up on the screen. Als nächstes möchte ich gern einen Sänger, einen Liedermacher, der letzten Monat bei uns gespielt hat. Der hat gespielt, weil wir eine Verbindung hatten zu einem gewissen Burt Yanks, einem Musiker aus der 60er Jahren. Den kannte ich von London. Der hat mit einer Gruppe gespielt, The Pentangle. Vielleicht kennt jemand The Pentangle noch, weil die waren damals nicht selten in Deutschland gewesen. Ja, und der John möchte gern noch ein Stück heute Abend spielen. It's Nearly Light. Es wird bald hell. Und die spielt er jetzt. Thank you, John. Over to you.
Hi, I'm John Paul Turner. This first tune is called It's Nearly There.
Vielen, vielen Dank, John. Wenn du wieder neue Nummern hast, melde dich wieder. Ich würde gern wieder was von dir hören. Als nächstes ist für mich ein besonderer Genuss, weil ich möchte gern ein Ehepaar vorstellen. Die sind Profimusiker aus England. Honey and the Bear. John und Lucy. John und Lucy, die sind aus Suffolk in Südengland. Die spielen sehr viele Volkslieder, handelt sich um Courage, Leidenschaft, Herzschmerz, kennen wir alle gut. Das Schönste mit die zwei ist, die spielen alle beide sehr viele Instrumente, von Kontrabass über Banjo, über Gitarre, und ihre Stimmen passen so 100%ig gut zusammen. Deswegen bin ich besonders froh, dass die zugesagt haben, dass die mit uns spielen in Becker singen. Let me just thank John once again for playing. I hope we'll see you again when you have some more songs, and you know where to find me. The next couple that I'd like to introduce are Honey and the Bear. The Honey and the Bear I've been listening to for quite some weeks. They're professional musicians, and they've been playing from home once a week, giving little concerts. What I do once a month, they've been doing it with their own music every single week, and I've been watching them all the time, and there's been some really cool numbers. One of the most fascinating things about it is they can play so many instruments. Double bass, there's a foot drum, there's a banjo, there's a guitar, and both of them play all instruments, so and their voices go so well together. And now, Honey and the Bear, I think I know who Honey is, and I think I know which one is John. I think, maybe. Anyway, one way or the other, they play a lot of folk songs over courage, as I say, heartbreak, passion, and they play so many instruments, and they're on our folk club for tonight. So, Honey and the Bear, thank you for coming tonight, and I look forward to hearing your numbers now. Thank you. Over to you.
Hello! Hi, English Folk Club in Bavaria.
Lovely to be here with you.
This is Lucy.
This is John.
And together we are called Honey and the Bear. We are currently in our house on the east coast of England, where just a few miles or a few kilometres that way we can look out across the sea to your beautiful country, which we hope to return to again soon.
Yeah.
This first song is a myth and legend of a girl called Eva from the lost city of Dunwich here on our Suffolk coast.
She was engaged
way to whisper on Dunwich Beach, a ghost star lingered, and at low tide a heart found beating will bring bad luck to those who keep it. She waits, she waits, she waits, she waits, she waits in pain, she waits in pain till I love returns again. She waits in pain, she waits in pain till I love returns again.
There you go, guys. We're now going to carry on with a song inspired by Dame Ellen MacArthur, who back in 2005 sailed around the world and broke the world record at the time for the fastest journey around the world in her sailing boat. And so this is a song about determination and pure spirit, really. So this is called Around the World.
One to get you through a tough time.
Yeah.
And it's a song that we've come to sort of love sharing with many audiences, and I think a lot of people relate to it in different ways, but hopefully this will help you find something inside to relate to. So
Yeah.
Around the World.
Heart is racing, one more day and I'll be home again.
tours around the world. And to finish up this set, we're going to play a song called Wrist Burner, which is really just about letting go and having fun.
Having fun and having a good night out.
Yes.
Well, hope you're having a lovely evening. We look forward to tuning in and hearing the rest of the artists. And thanks very much to Dennis for inviting us.
Yeah, lovely to be involved. We hope you're all keeping safe and well out there. And continue to do so.
Well, the night spins all around just like a river. Blow this thought to you from my hand like a dove. Well, the night spins all around, brings us together. Come to you 1 second at a time. He is the hold you have on me now. Help me now, we can discover heat of the souls in the night, it'll make it. I believe in this chance, so let's take it. We're like some, let it flow now, come with me. I'll take you on a journey, step inside. We're up and we're ready, can you hear me? It's time to pick it up and let it fly. Here's the hold you have on me now. Help me now, we can discover beat of the souls in the night, it'll make it. I believe in this chance, so let's take it. He is on, and I'm ready to go. He is on, and I'm ready to go. Make it so much better this time for your voice. Come on board, it's right for us to fly. Please hold you have on me now. Help me now, we can discover heat of the souls in the night, it'll make it. Now I believe in this chance, so let's take it. It's on, and I'm ready to go. It's on, and I'm ready to go.
Thank you very much to
Thanks for
everyone there at
watching.
the English Folk Club in Bavaria. We hope to catch you again soon. We're Honey and the Bear, and you can check us out at honeyandthebear.com. .co.uk even.
Yeah.
Oh. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
See you soon.
Honey and the Bear. Vielen, vielen Dank. Ich glaube, da habe ich nicht zu viel versprochen. Ich hoffe, dass wir uns auch sehr bald wiedersehen. Ich werde auf alle Fälle nächste Woche zuschauen bei Honey and the Bear zu Hause bei ihr eigenen Konzert. Many thanks, John and Lucy, Honey and the Bear. Latest next week, we'll see each other again. At least I'll see you. I'll be watching your concert one more time. Thanks very much indeed. And please come back again very soon. Thanks very much. Ich glaube, im Mai hat Luke James Williams vor uns gespielt. Ist ein Profimusiker aus England, spielt ganz alleine, ist Liedermacher, hat eine coole Stimme und hat ein paar richtig coole Lieder gespielt. Heute spielt er 3 Stück. Die Titel kenne ich schon im Voraus. Snares und Traps, sowas wie Schlingen und Fallen. Speak to me, rede mit mir. Und This Says, ich denke, diese sagt aus. Das ist eine relativ gute Übersetzung. Okay, very many thanks to say to Honey and the Bear, John and Lucy. I just hope that we'll see you again here in Bad Kissingen. I would definitely see you next week when you perform from home again. So look forward to your next concert from home. Thanks very much for this evening. The next person played for us in, I believe it was May, Luke James Williams, singer-songwriter. He played some real nice songs, and he's got a couple of cool new songs all lined up just for us for tonight. So Luke, over to you. It's all yours.
Hi everyone, my name's Luke James Williams. I'm recording this from my home in Cambridgeshire in the east of England. I hope that you enjoy these songs. The first one I'm going to play for you is called Snares and Traps. With all the snares and all the traps I've built, I never thought I would be the one to fall in, to fall in. But I was so distracted by the prize, I had no idea I'd been left behind in the forest, to become my own kill. Or maybe if I hadn't been so foolish as to push you all away, I wouldn't be here still, with all the snares and all the traps I built. All I did was try to catch you out. Never knew love could be a thing to harness and then harvest. Oh, what a life I've missed. Or maybe if I hadn't been so stupid as to push you all away, I wouldn't be here still, with all the snares and all the traps I built. And I've wasted all my time trying to convince myself I was right. But what's the difference if another bumbling fool falls by the wayside? And what have I to show for it but a box of my broken pride and all all the snares and all the traps I built. All the snares and all the traps I built. All the snares and all the traps I built.
Thank you. This next song I'm going to do is called Speak to Me. And these songs, Snares and Traps and Speak to Me, both from my first EP, which I put out at the end of 2018. It's called Drove. If you'd like to know a bit more about me, then my website is lukejameswilliams.co.uk, and there's links where you can go and stream or buy that EP. This one's called Speak to Me.
With all the passers-by so silent, it startles when you hear the sound of a line cast in the chaos that proves that there's life left there in the crowd. Speak to me with all of the blood and rhythm of a human heartbeat. I wanna hear the rush of life through every melody, from your thoughts in the hills out through your mouth to me. There must be 1,000 ways to hear the truth, but when it's in your voice it means the most. And when you look in my eyes I start to tremble, just like I have seen the face of my own ghost. So speak to me with all of the blood and rhythm of a human heartbeat. I wanna hear the rush of life through every melody, from your thoughts in the hills out through your mouth to me. From your thoughts in the hills out through your mouth to me. And your life paints every word, so your words mean everything. Every soul you've ever known, every place you've ever been, all the things that you once were and everything you'll ever be. So don't stop speaking. Speak to me with all of the blood and rhythm of a human heartbeat. So speak to me with all of the blood and rhythm of a human heartbeat. I wanna hear the rush of life through every melody, from your thoughts in the hills out through your mouth to me. From your thoughts in the hills out through your mouth to me.
Thanks. So yeah, I'm just going to do one more song for you. So at the start of the year, I went into the studio to record an album, and we only got a couple of songs finished. One of which I put out as a single on the 12th of June. It's called This Says, and again you can hear that on through my website. There's a lovely video to accompany the song on YouTube as well. But yeah, we didn't manage to get any more work done than just 2 songs. We got completely finished, mixed and mastered, but I'm happy to say a couple of weeks ago I managed to get back into the studio for the first time since early March, and to continue work on the album. And the next song I'm going to play you is one of the songs that I hope will be on the album. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed these songs. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. And yeah, my name is Luke James Williams, and hopefully see you again soon. This song's called Monuments. We are real and that's alright. We grow up around the best of our fault lines, but they're shifting all of the time. And when you say we're ticking along, you were so right, we're like ticking time bombs, just praying that nothing goes wrong. Yet we seldom see the warning signs, do we? 'Cause it won't take long for us to mess this up, and it won't take long for us to give up, and it won't be long before every vow is broken. No, it won't take long at all. We're tangled up like a ball of wool, all fears and dreams just waiting for the pull, the snag that ends it all. And we take pride in our monuments, pictures of perfect that help us to forget. We're just people trying our best, yet we seldom see the warning signs, do we? 'Cause it won't take long for us to mess this up, and it won't take long for us to give up, and it won't be long before every vow is broken. No, it won't take long at all. No, it won't take long at all. But we can't keep doing this to ourselves, can we? We should be more kind, live a little less violently. So when I'm next holding on to the shelf, I should be reminding myself that it won't take long for us to mess this up, and it won't take long for us to give up, and it won't be long before every vow is broken. No, it won't take long at all. No, it won't take long for us to mess this up, and it won't take long for us to give up, and it won't be long before every vow is broken. No, it won't take long at all. No, it won't take long at all. No, it won't take long at all. Cheers.
Vielen Dank, Luke. Bleib doch bitte Verbindung. Und ich hoffe, dass du auch bald wieder für uns spielst. Und wer weiß, eines Tages, vielleicht können wir unseren Folk Club öffnen und du kannst dann bei uns live spielen. Das wäre cool. Many thanks, Luke. Stay in touch. And maybe one day we'll see you in Bad Kissingen. Be nice, be cool. Die nächsten zwei Damen, zwei junge Damen, heißen The Woodland Creatures, die Waldkreaturen. Ich glaube, diesen Titel kommt ein bisschen aus dem Märchenbereich. Auf alle Fälle, die kommen aus Südengland. Die spielen schon seit 10 Jahren zusammen. Und die haben angefangen mit traditional englischer Volksmusik. Da gibt es eine ganz schön Vielfalt. Die spielen alle beide Banjos, die spielen alle beide Gitarren, immer abwechselnd. Und ihre Stimmen passen auch sehr, sehr gut zusammen. Ich war in ihren Website, thewoodlandcreatures.com, und das erste Lied heißt Fool the Wolves. Habe ich zugehört, es war ein cooles Lied, wirklich ungewöhnlichen Titel. So many thanks, Luke. And now up we come to the Woodland Creatures, who are not unknown in England. And they're going to play some really cool numbers to us this evening. They're from Norwich. And I'm so glad that they managed to get a little package done, very short notice, for tonight's English Folk Club. Thank you very much, and off to you, the two Woodland Creatures, Christina and Lizzie. Thank you.
Hi guys!
Hello.
We're the Woodland Creatures, we're from Norwich in the UK, and we're going to play you a few of our songs. So this first one's called You're Leaving. as you're leaving, I'm going to carry on with a traditional English folk song called Deep Blue Sea.
Right. Yeah, I learnt this song around age 12 when I was bell ringing, and loved it so much, decided to steal it, take it. No, we've made it our own song basically, and added some verses, and yeah, it's called Deep Blue Sea.
Hope you like it. So it's going to play one more for you. Thank you for watching us.
Thank you.
We're going to end on another one of our songs called Grown.
Six, is that right? 7. Oh yeah. Ready?
Ready. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Besten Dank, Christine und Lizzie. Schön, dass es doch geklappt hat heute Abend. Waren ein paar richtig schöne Lieder. Komm wieder zurück. Spiel bitte wieder für uns. Ich weiß, ihr habt eine wahnsinnige Vielfalt an Musik, verschiedene Stilrichtungen. Also bitte komm zurück, wenn du Zeit hast und Lust. Dankeschön. Very many thanks, Christina and Lizzie. I'm so glad that it managed to happen after all. That, you know, even though time was a bit short, things worked out very well. Please come back again fairly soon. I know you have a tremendous variety of music and different styles. And so I look forward very much to hearing from you again in the not too distant future. Als nächstes möchte ich gerne Nick Rigby vorstellen. Nick spielt in ein Band, es ist sein Band, Nic Norton Country Band. Die Sängerin heißt Alice Morell und Alice spielt auch alleine mit Nick. Der ist Liedermacher und die machen einen Duettabend öfters. Also die spielen dann auch zusammen. Sein Stil als Liedermacher ist ganz anders als sein Country Band, ist manchmal ein bisschen nachdenklich, aber immer mit so einem lustigen Unterton, dass man zum Schluss auch ein bisschen lächeln muss. Das ist auch cool so. So, the next person tonight and the last person is Nick Rigby from the Nic Norton Country Band. He's going to be playing solo tonight, although he often plays his singer-songwriter evenings with Alice Morell. She's also the singer for his country band as well. So, and they are going to play for us tonight, and thank you very much for your contribution, and over to you.
Hi, I'm Nic Norton. This is called Walrus. They called him Walrus Features. Should have worn a brace when he was young. He hated the nickname, but it stuck and it stung. There's old Walrus Features, the taunting kids would say. He charged them with his garden hoe, they'd always get away. Daddy's got a song for you, Mama's got a tune. Close your eyes, these lullabies will float you to the moon. They called him Walrus Features in the dance class at school. No one expected anything from him, he was labeled the fool. Lived down to his expectations, left with just fails on his card. But his folks, they had a plot of land, he grew tomatoes in the backyard. Daddy's got a song for you, Mama's got a tune. Close your eyes, these lullabies will float you to the moon. He grew the best tomatoes, the juiciest that could be found. The vicar said it took someone special to get such goodness from the ground. They still called him Walrus Features. Truth was they'd forgotten his real name. But the great and the good came to see him. His tomatoes had achieved world fame. And when he died they buried him with a tomato plant on his mound. And the people say those tomatoes are the juiciest around. Daddy's got a song for you, Mama's got a tune. Close your eyes, these lullabies will float you to the moon. That's a song I wrote, and it's on my last album, which is on Spotify under the name Nic Norton and the County Band. I now mostly do stuff with a singer called Alice Morell, who we're doing the next album with, which should be out later this year. Next song I'm going to do is called Atlantic Merchant Company. I worked too long in the office on Argyle Street. The coffee was awful and strong. This old building, they say, was paid for by slavery, but my firm does not like to dwell upon its history. The Atlantic Merchant Company, Investments and Security, Incorporated AMC, will be the death of me. I was thinking of my true love Rose, but the work had to be done. My hands should be running through her hair, instead I'm running through the sums. I've heard this building's haunted by a young man, they say, seen running up the old stairwell, shouting his lover's name. The Atlantic Merchant Company, Incorporated Company, Incorporated AMC, will be the death of me. Working far too hard, working far too long, my senses overtaken by a bright fluorescent hum. The light above me flickered, then finally gave in. Did I hear somebody call my name? Did a door somewhere slam? I headed for the stairwell. Someone's running up from below. I shouted out, "Hello, old friend." He shouted the name Rose. The Atlantic Merchant Company, Investments and Security, Incorporated AMC, will be the death of me. The Atlantic Merchant Company, Investments and Security, Incorporated AMC, will be the death of me. On the record, I've actually got someone called Molly playing fiddle on it, which is worth checking out. Now, the next song is a song I wrote with a friend of mine called Liam Capistar, and it's called Ode to Lavinia in Winter. Oscar met Lavinia by the old mill brook. He liked women with that 19th century chronic TV look. And when she fainted, he held her close and woke her with a kiss. But Oscar, you're a fool, I said. No good will come of this. I walked into that winter night, my gun back by my side. For many years no one had a clue why that sweet fellow died. Lavinia, my darling, I had to have it all. Marry Cinderella, and every day's a ball. Lavinia, I remember how you looked so sweet the night you threw my stuff and my life into the street. You said I was a passing passion, nothing now remained. You said you didn't want me dead, but you'd like to see me maimed. So I rode into the night to make my getaway, damning every inch of you and wishing I could stay. Lavinia, my darling, I had to have it all. Marry Cinderella, and every day's a ball. But I went back to Lavinia, we robbed many an honest man. In Holland, Halifax and hell, we slaughtered across the land. I'm sure I'll face a final fall, I know my soul is damned. But whoever twists in the last knife, Lavinia will lend a hand. And I'll be buried in the night, my flesh will rot away. Though worms may eat up my insides, for Lavinia's love I'll pray. Lavinia, my darling, I had to have it all. Marry Cinderella, and every day's a ball. Every day's a ball. Thank you. Now, next song. Oh, a little bit in the macabre thing again. This is called Johnny and the Dead. It's normally sung by Alice. And it's going to be on the next album, which will be called Smoke and Mirrors, and it'll be entitled Nic Norton and Alice Morel. It's called Johnny and the Dead. My Johnny said he could talk to the dead, took his show from town to town. All the people gathered round to be consoled. Talk to those who have lost, never minding the cost. My Johnny raked it in from the desperate and the dim, but I wasn't fooled. Johnny, what you gonna do? Do you raise your arms and shout they're coming through? Johnny, do you know what's true? Do you fear the dead 'cause they're coming back for you? Johnny said to me, you know, we're meant to be, that's Johnny's shut-up line. But his eyes were awful fine, so I went with him. His spirit guide said our hearts were entwined together in the stars. But I know when men talk out, when their lips are moving. Johnny, what you gonna do? Do you wave your arms and shout they're coming through? Johnny, do you know what's true? Do you fear the dead 'cause they're coming back for you? 'Cause my mom and gran knew a thing or two about the other side, and they taught me a thing or two or three, so don't take me for a ride. So I went to Johnny's last show. Oh Johnny, no, no, no. The curtain went up, my Johnny did his guff, heard the dead for the first time. A chill went down his spine, his head was a drum. He ran out the hall, couldn't escape at all. They still haunt him now, tries to get by somehow on raw navy rum. Johnny, you're looking so much older. Is your life becoming colder, so much colder? Johnny, do you know what's true? Do you fear the dead 'cause they're coming back for you? Do you fear the dead 'cause they're coming back for you? Do you fear the dead 'cause they're coming back? for final song, I'm going to do a little bit of ukulele actually. This is called Spangler Mortuary, which was written on during a course with Boo Huadine, a very good songwriter. Who's collaborated with Eddie Reader and various people, and we had a postcard of the Spangler Mortuary and were asked to write a song about various postcards, and I chose that one. Okay, and here we go. When you finally die, there's a place you can go where you'll always receive a friendly hello. You'll get the respect you don't get in life from your grieving mistress or your smiling wife. They'll lay you out on a slab so cold, rich or poor, young or old, you get full equality at the Spangler Mortuary. The undertakers work so fine, with makeup you'll look like you're having a great time. A serene smile and rosy cheeks, and chemicals stop you going up for weeks. They'll put you in your finest suit and tie. Friends say that you look better than you did alive. It's the place to be at the Spangler Mortuary. Cold, so cold, don't really want to leave this world. I never thought that I'd get old. Cold, so cold. Heading for the final curtain, you're ready to fry. No time to turn round and say a final goodbye. Your wife's in good spirits and will be until the afternoon sees the reading of the will. It's time to move on to where you can't tell. You're hoping it's heaven, but is that sulphur you smell? Here's to eternity at the Spangler Mortuary. Cold, so cold, don't really want to leave this world. I never thought that I'd get old. Cold, so cold. It's time to move on, you can't stick around. You want to meet angels, but the lift's going to down. And there's no purgatory at the Spangler Mortuary. Only a modest fee at the Spangler Mortuary. See what your money bought you at the Spangler Mortuary. Thank you.
So, thank you very much indeed, everybody, for listening and playing tonight. That was the July session of the Online English Folk Club from Bad Kissingen in Bavaria, Germany. Please come back again in August. That's the 29th of August. We'll be online again. And if you're a musician and you would like to play for us, then just send me an email to english.folk.club@gmail.com, and I'm sure we can get something set up. Thank you very much indeed. Perhaps I can finish off this evening with one of the very famous Irish sayings. This one is, may misfortune follow you for the rest of your life, but never catch up. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.